Hi, welcome to the Ninth Age Fantasy Battles. Today I'm going to be your host and take you through a few of the 2022 beta changes. These are the changes from beta patch 2. There was a beta patch 1 that happened in the end of December of 2021. Go check those out if you haven't seen them yet. Today I'm only going to be covering the changes that are in the beta patch 2. I may cover a few of the beta changes from the first patch if they relate specifically to the second patch, and you'll see what I mean by that as we go through. This is my quick rundown on the Highborn Elves. So first, I want to go through some context and disclaimer. These just keep in mind that the points changes across the board are to help the low and mid tier armies, and that these are the final changes before all the books become gold again. But there probably might be a hot fix in the next couple weeks just to fix some minor errors because some things occasionally just slip through the cracks, and that's what it is. So, for the Highborn Elves, just a few character changes. One, there's the Commander Dragon mount for the beta. Yeah, so you can see. So what happened was for the Commander Dragon, the Commander used to not be able to ride a dragon. So this is why I wrote it out like this. The Commander used to not to be able to have a dragon at all. Okay, and then with the beta patch 1, they actually started to have access to a dragon, and it costs 460 points. With beta patch 2, they're dropping that down to 430. I looked, and the what you want if you wanted to ride a dragon before, you either had to be on a High Prince or a Mage. The High Prince dragon was 440 points in 2021. With the first beta patch, they reduced that to 430, and now it looks like yeah, that's not changing at all in beta patch 2, but I listed it here just for reference because it looks like what they're doing with the commander is they're reducing the dragon cost to match that of the High Prince. That's up to you guys to know to say if that's whether you agree with that. Uh, because probably you're not going to get as much value from a commander on a dragon as you would on a prince on a dragon. But at least now you're not paying more for that dragon for the commander, and at least it's in line with that with the high prince. So there you go. Those are the only character changes for beta patch 2. And there's actually no core changes at all for the Highborn Elves. So what your core is what your core is going to be for all of 2022. And then for special changes, there's only two. You've got the Knights of Rima, who in 2021 they cost 340 and 45 for additional. Then with the first beta change, they reduced that unit cost down to 330 and only 40 points for additional models. And now with beta patch 2, what you're going to be playing with for 2022, your first 5 Rima Knights are going to cost 320 and additional models are going to be 35. So if you bring a unit, I've seen units of 5 or 6. So like a unit of 6 is gonna cost you, let's see, 355 plus you're gonna bring command. So you're probably gonna be looking at 385 now for 6, and before 6 would have cost you 385 plus an additional 30. So you're saving 30 points. So that's that's decent. It's almost enough to get you a whole nother knight now that knights are only 35. So you can basically almost bring 7 Rima knights when before you could only bring 6. And then for the Phoenix, what they've done, I'm not going to go into the full explanation of it. They basically changed the way monstrous mounts work in the Highborn Elves to a point system instead of a percentage of the army system necessarily. Anyway, so you might be able to squeeze in an additional model where before you couldn't. So anyway, in 2021, Phoenixes cost 310, and the Fire Phoenix upgrade was 65. And then in Beta 1, they increased the base cost to 350 with no change for the Fire Phoenix. That was kind of an across the board, across all the armies. They increased the cost of pretty much all the monsters as far as I know. And then in Beta 2, they're going to leave that 350 base cost, but they're reducing the Fire Phoenix down by 20. So there was an increase of 40 and now a decrease of 20. So in 2022, the Fire Phoenix is only going to cost 20 points more than what it cost in 2021. And that's all. Those are the only changes for the Highborn Elves. Let me know what you think about those changes. Do any of those make you more excited to play Highborn Elves? Do any of those changes make you less excited to play Highborn Elves? Ultimately, this game is about fun, and you need to play what you find fun. Those Rymanites are starting to look kind of juicy to me, but I do have to confess, I'm not a Highborn Elf player, so that's just my perspective on them. That's all that I have. Stay tuned. There's going to be a lot of other videos on all the books that are coming out, so hope that you watch them for myself and my compatriots, and I hope that you have a fun time playing with your Highborn Elves in 2022. Take care.